Hi, my name is Jessie and welcome back to my channel, Jessie Gardens. Today we're going to be doing a reveal on my 2025 garden plan. And we're also going to be looking at all the seeds that I ordered. They got delivered, so we're going to open them together. You may think that there's nothing really to do in the winter when it comes to being outdoors and gardening, but there's actually a lot of preparation type activities and planning things that you can do. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. So I got two packages here. One is from Burpee's Gardens and then the other is from Johnny's Seeds. So I don't know which one is which. We're gonna open this one. Package number one. Ooh, so many seeds. This must be Burpee's, yep. So we've got hot pepper, fish, the emerald giant sweet pepper, okra, so that'll be interesting to try. I haven't grown that one before. Mr. Stripey tomato, super sauce hybrid tomato. That's supposed to be a super big kind of aroma, so I'm excited about that. Too Tasty hybrid, supreme hybrid, another kind of sweet pepper. Mango hybrid melon, that sounds really delicious. Mocha swirl sweet pepper. Costa Rican sweet hybrid sweet pepper. I got a lot of peppers apparently. Summer squash, just like zucchini. Salad greens. Oh, this is purslane. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Watermelon. Winter squash. An acorn squash. I'm going to try it again. It did well last year, but squirrels ate it before I did. And then early bush Italian bush bean. That's what came from Burpee's, and now we're going to open package number two. I didn't get nearly as many from this one. So Johnny's selected seeds. I've got Ruby Perfection. It's a type of red cabbage. Never grown that one before. Bunching onions, so like green onions. And then eggplant, specifically Turkish Delight eggplant, which is very tasty on the grill, and I'm looking forward to having more of that this year. Now we're going to go through the garden plan for 2025. I use just a plain Excel document, nothing fancy, and I have all of my garden beds. So we have one here, here. These are the new ones from this last year, and then these are my oldest ones from year number one. Over here, we've got the tomatoes. So there's the three different kinds of tomatoes, eggplant, purslane, cabbage. These are all peppers here. I've got the three kinds of onions here. This is just stuff in the ground, and the garlic and shallots I already put in last fall. You can check out that video. I'll link it right here. Over here we've got potatoes, green onions, shallots. I also planted them last fall. Over here, might be a little confusing, but I have trellises in between these beds, here, here, and here. So I'll have squash on this one, loofah over here, and then this is to be determined. I actually don't have anything planned for that yet, but usually I find some more seeds or there's going to be extra seeds, so we'll figure something out. And then in the middle is the circle metal bed, and that's just going to be strawberries, so that'll forever be strawberries because those come back every year. Then we'll scroll down. Here and here, I'm going to have cattle panels just coming off the bed at a diagonal. That way it's not a steep angle, and on that we'll have the zucchini and then the melons. And then these here are the pots that I have. So just for planning purposes, I know about how many pots I have. So these are going to be peppers, and then these are going to be okra. And then down here, I have the keys for all the vegetables. And then I have the name of them, where I got them from, if I need to start them indoors. and then I figure out the number I need in order to plant outdoors. So that'll kind of give me some guidance on how many seeds I need to start. That way I'm not starting way too many like I did the first year. That was a nightmare. And then right here, I have the last frost date for my area, which is April 26th. And then March 1st is my goal for starting the germination of the seeds. So that way I don't have to keep looking at it and trying to remember. I already have it marked on my calendar, so I am good to go. And then I will eventually put the dates that I do start germination, and then the date that I transfer them to pots, the date I planted them outside, and then any notes. So the notes are helpful because you can see from last year, here are my notes from last year. So like the tomatoes, they all hated being in pots and in the ground, and they did much better in raised garden beds. So I know that going next year, what to do to be better. And then another benefit of doing that is I can also see where I put things last year. That way I can rotate the crops so that the soil doesn't get really depleted. You're supposed to rotate the crops. That way you're not growing the same thing in the same spot every time. So for example, I had my potatoes here last year, and now I moved them up here this year. That wraps up our 2025 garden plan reveal. Be sure to keep watching because I'm going to show you how to germinate all these seeds, and you'll get to see them grow from seed. It's going to be really cool. It's much better than just buying plants from the store. So I hope you keep joining and watching the progress of the garden into the summer of next year.